little babies.
Bobby, this mind
It just sounds depressing.
just goes
Yeah.
off.
But you have to remember, it's all in cartoon form. It's all happening in 8-bit cartoon form. That's as much as his brain can comprehend.
Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross. Speaking of ew, gross. Welcome to the Simple Mind Sports Show. What do you say we start the show? Fired you guys off a little last minute email. Kudos to me. Pat on my back. Got that done. Thanks.
Where's Bobby? Bobby's one and done.
Yeah,
one. All talk.
I
I'm
didn't
the
know
content
it.
guy now.
All
I'm
of
gonna
us are
fucking
fun.
send it out. Nothing.
Producer
Fine.
Bobby, look, you step into that role. It's your role now.
You can't just give yourself that name and not
Just-
fucking produce.
Couldn't
I
come back 2 weeks in a row. It's not that hard.
No, really not.
Fine.
So because of that, you have to start off with your opening take. Go ahead.
I'll do that. It's a tale as old as time itself, honestly. I mean, you leave minicamp, you're happy, it's done. You go to the
That
airport
works.
to fly wherever you want to go and forget that you're double strapped with a couple gats in your bag. It's happened to me before. I managed to talk my way out of it. I don't know why Jack Jones can't. It's not that hard.
And by talk
But-
to me, pew pew.
Yeah.
Pew.
This is a bad sign for the Patriots season. I mean, it is going to just be a continual thing where they're talking about it. I mean, obviously, there's no way this guy sees the field here in training camp. I mean, allegedly, his lawyer says he has a good excuse, but I
Yeah,
don't
you're
think
racist.
anybody
That's
thinks
the
that these-
excuse. You're racist. All of us are racist for thinking this boy's a thug. How
Of
dare we?
course. Exactly. So the Patriots preseasons are going to all be about this, and it's probably just going to slowly start the negative swirl that we saw last year, as far as media coverage.
You're talking about Jack Jones, right?
Future
Correct.
Hall of Famer
Got
Jack
it.
Jones. Just so we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we certainly want to touch on the Jack Jones saga and as it relates to the Patriots. I'll go next. And what I'd like to start for talking about is the Celtics getting smart. Finally, the Celtics have gotten smart. And they've gotten smart by getting rid of Smart. Marcus Smart on the move, heading down to Memphis, City of Blues, and in return, Kristaps Porzingis, number of draft picks coming back as well. I've been calling for this for, 2 years to get rid of Marcus Smart. Look, he's a good player. He was playing. What's the saying about skis? You were out above your skis. He thought he was
Over his
too big
skis.
for his britches. Overinflated ego. The amount of last second shots Marcus Smart took when you had a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, dare I say even Kyrie Irving on your team. Marcus Smart's still the guy, the longest tenured Celtic, heart and soul. Bye-bye. He's gone. Kudos to Brad Stevens. Let's get into the details on this later, but I think this was needed shakeup in that locker room. The big old voices are heading out, and now truly is Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's team. Let's see what they do with it. But big news this morning. Waking up to old Billy Bomb, Marcus Smart traded. Didn't expect that. And our last opening take, Bobby, if you could please tell Ray what he is supposed to talk about.
Well, Raymond Wojnarowski has been giving us a lot of NBA updates. I was hoping he'd continue that.
Ooh.
Perfect. I have something right up my sleeves for you. For all you simpletons that are sending out your thoughts and prayers for these fucking people that were on that goddamn submarine, those 5 people that died, you fucking idiots. Anyone that pays $250,000 to go on a fucking submarine that has a goddamn PlayStation fucking controller to control it, you are a fucking idiot. And for everyone to say, oh, I feel bad for them. I mean, come on, thoughts and prayers. Hope they find this. No, I'm glad that fucking thing capsized, you fucking idiots. You want to be rich and you want to spend all your fucking money and you spend $250,000, you could watch the DVD and see the fucking Titanic. I can tell you what happens. Jack drowns. That's what fucking happens, you fucking idiots. And for these fucking rich motherfuckers to go down there, ha, I love you while I'm poor and I don't have my sheetrock ceiling in my basement. Ha ha ha, I'm alive, you're not. Fuck it.
So what's
Welcome
the
to the
line that
Simple
you
Mind
draw when
Sports
you do
Show.
something stupid? Like,
That's
what's
stupid.
the line?
That's stupid. You go into a submarine that you fucking have a joystick and says, and this guy is apparently getting sued before he died because all this things is flawed and they're not really real. Like he's like, it's a very unsafe environment. And you have to sign a waiver saying you cannot sue me if something bad happens to you. Idiots. Idiots.
Yeah, that was basically our entire Simple Minds of the week segment.
Oh no, there's more. There's more.
I'll save my headline that I read about this today. It's a good one, so we'll save that for the end of the show. That'll be our Simplest Minds segment. We're gonna do the Celtics talk. Their trade for Marcus Smart. We're not done with the Celtics, I don't believe. So we'll get into that heavy. NBA draft is going as we speak. Do we have picks?
Yeah, 1, 2,
They
and 3
started.
are done.
Yeah.
Scoot Henderson did get picked up by the Blazers, so that means Dame's gone.
Okay, and spoiler alert: Wembanyama went number 1.
Yeah, no
Correct.
surprise. French
you go.
pride, baby.
But a lot of offseason. Raymond Yojanowski. What do we call him? Jojanowski? Raymond?
Raymond Wojnarowski.
Thank you. I get it. We have some offseason news to report on the NBA and the rumor mill swirling around. Great offseason already. We get back into the Jack Jones talk, do a little would you rather segment, and we'll get back to those submarine fucktards at the end of the show.
I gotta ask you.
Never mind. Sorry. God, fucking damn it.
Damn it.
He has so much confidence with those stupid sunglasses on. Jeez,
I think it's the hat too.
it's gonna be a long show.
It's definitely not the
welcome to the
t-shirt
Simple
because it makes
Sports
his
Show.
tits look fat.
Friday Rewind, June 23rd.
Happy birthday, Queen.
Is it?
Yes, her tomorrow, the
Ah.
24th.
Welcome to the show.
You're almost there. A couple more seasons of this, and you might get the whole thing out.
Never. I'll start going backwards.
Oh, all right.
Tomorrow, today was the old man.
Ah, cheers,
Of
Derek.
course.
Yeah, quarter's not great. We did it that long.
I never liked going to your house, and that's all that was in the fridge. It was gross.
So
Just-
I've already had one. I bought 2 of them. I said I'm gonna drink them in 24 ounces.
You got a long ways to go.
God damn it. It's all you, old man. You fucking. Welcome to the show. The show, if you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. If you're listening on your preferred podcast method, do me a favor, tell your friends, as always, tell your mothers, subscribe, rate, review, and tell them about Shank It Golf. Did I get that right?
Mhm.
Thank you. Shank It Golf. Go to shankitgolf.com. Get your merchandise. Ray is sporting his titties hat. It is, for anyone listening, it's basically the same font as Titleist, as if you were to see a Titleist golf hat. Instead of Titleist, it says titties. It's classy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was the talk of the bar last night at golf. Everyone
Yeah,
was
you
pointing
pair-
it out.
You pair that with those baby blue shades and the
Yep.
Reflective glasses, and you
And my tits.
just
You have one hell of a cunty looking man. That's what you have.
yeah. I was gonna say scream douchebag coming off the range, but
Correct.
Thank you.
so if you're looking for that look, go to shankitgolf.com and type in promo code Simple Minds for 15% off. Is that right?
Yes, sir. 15% off on all your
Wow.
orders.
Now think about what 15% is of 100. Raven,
That'd be $15, Bob.
I'm really impressed with your math lately.
Thank you.
You've been pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Yep, you're welcome.
He thinks well
all
with
right.
numbers.
Let's get into the Celtics talk. Let's get into the Marcus Smart talk. The Celtics get smart. You like that?
I like it.
See what I did there?
Play on words.
Yeah, they got rid
Not
of
your first
Smart,
rodeo.
but because they got
They're
rid of him.
smart.
It's a
It's
smart,
smart
thing, too.
move. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just-
Thank
yep.
you. Marcus Smart traded to the Memphis Grizzlies in a 3-team trade, bringing back Kristaps Porzingis to the Celtics, along with a pick swap this year, which they have yet to do anything with tonight. They went from 34 to 25, something like that?
35.
35 to
went-
25. Thank you. That's right. They didn't make the NBA Finals.
Oh, weird.
Who went to Washington? Tyus Jones?
Nope. Danilo
Tyus
Gallinari,
Jones, Gallinari, and
Mike
Muscala.
Muscala.
Tyus Jones from Memphis went there, and then Gallinari and Muscala from the Celtics went to Washington, who has decided to tank the year after Wembanyama is coming out.
I guess it's a big draft year next year too.
Oh, is LeBron's kid coming? Is that the draw?
No matter what, he'd have to wait a year. I think he comes
No.
out in 2 years.
Isn't he
he's
going?
just a year out,
Isn't
a year
Bronny
post.
going to USC this year?
Yeah, so you have to wait a year. So he won't be. No,
He'll be eligible next year.
no, he's a senior. He's a senior this year, and then he goes to USC next year.
I see.
He's a
Who
junior.
cares?
Sorry, he was a junior going to a senior year this year. Sorry.
Okay, who cares? He's gonna suck.
Well, you asked, so I told you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyways, the Wizards. What a fucking debacle they did. If you want to get into that, they traded Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis. Got no first round picks.
How do you trade? How does the NBA not step in and say, "Excuse me, you're trading Bradley Beal, an MVP"?
He had a no trade
I mean, not
clause.
MVP, an All-Star, and you're getting nothing back in return. That's good.
He had a no trade clause. They had no leverage. They had no leverage. He picked where he wanted to go.
But still, that's just crazy to me that you don't even like the NBA. Like, know how they nixed the Chris Paul the Lakers deal back in the day?
Well, it's not David Stern's league anymore, man. The players have the power.
Players run this.
Yeah, they have taken it to the man as much as you can. You you're hearing about like the Bucks owner. We're getting to Michael Jordan. These NBA owners are looking to sell because they have to pay these guys so much money. It's like they're getting out while the getting's good. The players are going to start making too much money. The owners that are in it now are they're checking out their margins in their books. Like, let's get the fuck out of here because we're going to start losing money. Not losing, but their margins are about to shrink heavily.
I love to see what the attendance record is next year for those Wizards.
Not great. Well, actually,
I think they would be poor.
Check out the schedule when the Celtics are down here. Come down and we'll go to a game. So
$5
for
$5.
yeah.
Buy upper deck, walk our way down.
We'll go courtside for half of Irene's Tuesday income. It's not a lot.
She gets paid?
No, it's the joke.
Oh,
That never happened.
fair enough.
It's like half a cup of jizz. In a measuring cup, like the glass ones, you know? It's a good one.
That way
a
it's an
good glass.
That's classy.
accurate measurement.
Yeah, it's accurate.
You got to look for the meniscus line too, like Miss Moyer always said. You know,
Yeah,
Or
she
Meryl?
gets the meniscus line, trust me.
Moyer?
Merrill
Wasn't she the
Merrill?
Spanish teacher? Moyer?
Merrill. Then, yeah, Miss Merrill. Then was the home ec
You
teacher.
sick fuck. You had a thing for Moyer. That's why you said that.
Ay caramba.
Oh fuck yeah! You didn't get a chubby when you saw Miss Moyer and you said "hola" to her. Come on.
Marcus Smart out the door. Porzingis in. This is my opening take. I'll let you guys talk on it. Before we get to Porzingis, just talk about Smart. Like I said, 2 years ago, you could have made this move and I would have been happy with it. He was in the way. He was a fraud leader, a fraud tough guy, a fraud. And basically everything he did. If he could just accept his role and be Derek White, then he would have been great, and we would have heralded him and applauded him. I know a lot of Celtics fans still do because they fall for his bullshit, but that's what it was. It was bullshit. He was a really good role player. He probably should have been a sixth man his entire career, but because of the circumstances here in Boston, he was overinflated, and that's about to play out. Watch, he's not going to be the same player in Memphis. He wasn't the same player here this year. But 9 years, made the playoffs every year, had a lot of success outside of a championship with him. Good Celtic, but time to go. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
you
I
want me to
agree.
go?
He's a role
Okay.
player that doesn't play a defined role. Like he plays defense, but he can't shoot, so he's not like a 3-and-D guy. He's a point guard that can't pass. He doesn't particularly dribble well. He doesn't particularly shoot well. He doesn't have like any specific skills that you lean on, and he's a knucklehead. So it just he doesn't fit in the structure of any team that would want a player that fits a role. And now they get a guy that, I mean, you look at his stats, he's got great stats. It's just he's injury prone, but he's going to fit the system they want to play. He's going to score on the low block, and he's going to stand out there and shoot threes, and he's got length to defend.
Raymond, sad to see Smart go?
Nope, I'm happy to see him go because, like any company, you always strive for the best. And if you have a bad year, you always look at your longest tenured employee and say, "Hey, we're trying to get to here, and you're only bringing us here. We need something new. We need a new voice. Why don't you try to go somewhere else?" So therefore, I love this that Marcus Smart is finally going because all you hear is that he's the longest tenured Celtic, blah, 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 the former defensive player of the year, That was 2 years ago. He's not the same player like Rich just said. So I love it. I love that the Jays are finally going to have the voice in the locker room because this is their team. So hallelujah, Marcus Smart is gone.
Jesus, talking employees. I didn't know that Titty's hat came with an MBA. That's good. Good for you. You are really confident in those stupid sunglasses, huh?
He's a different person.
Yeah, his beard looks pretty like
It's actually the
newly
Titty's
shaven.
hat. I just want you to know.
I mean, could you just take it off just so we can kind of like for the next segment and see if it continues?
Yeah. Wait till the next segment and then take
my
everything
glasses or my hat or my hat? Oh, my
Oh.
shirt.
Let's
All
see
of
how big
it.
of an asshole you turn into it after those come off. Right now, you're outperforming. You are Marcus Smarting this podcast right now.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, Marcus Smart.
You're outperforming.
Yep.
Yeah, your confidence is way higher than your competence, and you're outperforming what you should be doing in your role.
All I can see is my right tit, and it fucking looks good right now. That's all I can see.
Your right tit is really predominant in your shot in the video.
It is. Why is it bigger than the other one? Why is that?
I don't know.
Produces more milk. I don't know what else to say about Marcus Smart. He was outplayed by Derek White for most of the season. He was outplayed by Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah, Bob, you're right. You know, his role in the Celtics team was one of the top 3 players, and he just didn't have the skill to back it up. And he tried. The problem was he tried. He tried to shoehorn himself into that role, and time again, he would make a bonehead play, or he single-handedly cost them a game or two in the NBA Finals 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then this year his defense he's not your best defender anymore. Jason Tatum's probably your best defender, or Rob Williams if you count the low block presence. He's not your best defender. Derek White was a second-team all-defensive player this year. Derek White is a better Marcus Smart than knows what he's doing out there.
Better hairline too.
Yeah, true. So we can move forward with this. Sight to be seen. What could they do with the rest of the position? Malcolm Brogdon and so on. But before we get to that, let's talk Porzingis, the unicorn as he was once called, coming out of Latvia with wasn't it Phil Jackson that drafted him with the Knicks?
The Knicks, yeah.
Man,
I think they drafted him like number 4 or something.
They've had a wonky history, huh? Isaiah Thomas, Phil Jackson, now this Thibodeau era, none of it's really worked.
The Knicks are a James Dolan experiment.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're a sports metaphor for a shitty cover band harmonica player, like their owner.
Well, it's just like the rich guy playing with the submarine. I mean, it's the same thing. They blow up at the bottom of the ocean.
Beautiful. That was much better than my metaphor. That was great. Porzingis, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block this year, 65 games, stayed healthy. Many are calling it his best year of his career, which it probably is. But at the end of the day, Raymond, he still is a pussy European with an injury history. What were your initial thoughts? Because we've been hearing Porzingis now for a couple days. Never mind that they actually got him. So we've had a little bit of time to chew on this. Your thoughts of Porzingis coming to Boston?
He doesn't have to be the guy. He is like Washington. He was number 2 to Bradley Beal. Over here in Boston, he could be number 3, 4, 5. He doesn't have to be that first option, second option. So I feel like that might help him out. This is the new Celtics. This is what Brad Stevens' wet dream is. It's the live and die by the 3-pointer. This is what this guy does. He's a 7'3" monster that can shoot outside. Kind of has a little post game, not really. So you're still going to be hurting inside. Hopefully Rob Williams can stay healthy for that. But yeah, he's just a stretch 4. That's all it is. He's going to be playing out on the wing. He's a big boy who can shoot. That's it.
I will tell you, I will give you these stats. He's top 5 in pick and roll defense in that 4 or 5 position. And he's top 5 in low post scoring. On the low post, he's 1.8 points. When he's down there, it's probably not saying a whole lot considering not a lot of guys do that anymore. But when you're 7'3", I would just hope that your guy, Bobby, Joey Maz, can learn from his mistakes, has seen this team fizzle out year after year as their 3-pointers dry up, and not hope that Kristaps Porzingis, 38% from behind the line, is going to change that. You got a 7-3 guy now. You can change your offense a little bit. You can play a better pick and roll game than you could with Al Horford. You can dump it into a post and play from there. I would hope fucking they allow Jason Tatum to start playing from the post a little bit more. Like you saw, I read a great article from, I think, Jared Weiss about what Tatum could learn from Jokic in this run. Can you just put Tatum in that Jokic role, put him on a block, put him on the free throw line, and let him run the offense from there? He could do it at 6'8", 6'9", or whatever. Probably not as well as Jokic, but he could still do that. Anyway, on a tangent. Bobby, your thoughts on Porzingis coming into the Boston?
Yeah, I mean, it to your point. I think what the Celtics want to do, they want to play the analytic basketball. They either want layups, dunks, and threes. And what you would do with Porzingis is if you would play out of the low block, where if he's efficient under the low block scoring, or he's going to pass it out for a shot, and he's under there to get a rebound, or he's going to be out shooting threes too. But it gives them a dynamic that they didn't have before. It gives them somebody that cares about basketball, may I say. We can't question that the guy actually cares about the sport. He wants to play. At least one thing with these Europeans, they always get injured, but they actually, basketball comes first for them. It's not about everything else. So I think theoretically he fits the way they want to play. Now they just need a true point guard. They need a true point.
Is he a Al Horford upgrade? Is that basically all he is?
Yeah, and then your bench looks pretty better. I think your bench looks better with Al Horford coming off the bench now too.
That's probably, if you put it in the most simplistic terms, yes, he is an Al Horford upgrade.
But he's going to do different things, right? Like Al Horford was not great in the pick and roll. He was more of a facilitator from up top. Porzingis can catch it and shoot it, catch it and dribble it, catch it and drive it. He's just a more skilled basketball player offensively than Horford, certainly at this time of his career. I'm just thinking out loud now. And yeah, offensively, he just has more skills. His skill set is broader.
Yeah, he is a more talented basketball player. Al Horford is more of your traditional center.
No.
Well, he certainly has stretched his game out in recent years.
Yeah.
He's learned to shoot. He's learned to shoot for sure.
Before he came to the Celtics, he shot like 3-pointers his entire career.
Yeah.
And then when he came to the Celtics, and the game changed, and the Celtics made him change. He learned.
He added that to his game to extend his career.
Yeah. Okay. I actually kind of like it. Like, so I like it a lot more that Marcus Smart is gone. So if you take a lineup, your starting lineup is Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Porzingis, and Rob Williams. That's a dynamic starting five where everybody knows their role, essentially. And now you have a guy in Porzingis that can score 40 on any given night. So now you have three of those guys where Smart just wasn't one of them. Right? He brought you other intangible things, but Kristaps Porzingis can go off for 35 and 40 any given night that you need him to.
You don't need him to, but the thing is that, like you said, he can be there for it.
Yeah.
And if the Jays are in the slump, like you saw in the playoffs, hopefully Porzingis is the guy that can actually step up and do it.
Yeah.
Well, this will always be the. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I think in a regular season game, he can just score points when defense is light and just to win games if somebody's off. But in a playoff matchup, he's got unique physical traits that are difficult to match up with when people are keyed in.
This will be the question, right? It was the same question we had this year, and they failed that question. None of it really matters until you get back to the Eastern Conference Finals and you show us what you can do when the pressure is mounted. So that's it. We got to wait a whole nother year to see if this experiment worked. Kristaps Porzingis does not have a track record of succeeding in the playoffs, so add that to the question mark pile. But
the other question mark I have too is, how is he against Embiid and how is he against Giannis? Because wouldn't he be the favorable? He would be going up against both those guys, right? If Al Horford's on the bench and this is your starter.
Well, I think that's the sole reason you keep Al around.
Yeah.
We saw him in one-on-one against Embiid. Al's going to be 38. Happy birthday, by the way, Raymond. I know got that big 38 the other day. Al's going to be 38. Can you imagine going up against Joel Embiid with those old bitch knees of yours? So
I don't have a hard time going up the stairs tonight.
He did an admirable job more times than not against Embiid at 37 years old. Giannis, less so at times, but I think to Bobby's point, he's your most traditional low post guy that you have. He's cheap now. He's like 10 million. He's not going to retire. You're not going to get anything for him. So
He wants that fucking championship before he retires.
he wants that
You can
fucking
tell.
championship. Unless
Wants
he's
that money.
unless he's salary fodder in a move. I think this would have been the move that he'd be salary fodder in. I don't see another one coming
Unless this big trade with the Hawks is coming.
Well, nice little segue there of what's next. I hear Hawks and I hear Raptors, and I heard our old friend Fred/Max Van Fleet's name getting tossed around as a true point guard coming to the Celtics.
I'm pro that move.
Isn't the point guard position your starting point guard like the only piece that you're missing in this dream lineup we have right now? That's what we've been missing all along. You're missing a big man and you've been missing a point guard. One of those things has to happen. One of those things has to come true in this draft night. So far, nothing, but still early.
Yeah, you want to use the cliche, you want a floor general to calm shit down when they're losing their fucking minds. Fred Van Fleet has a ring. Fred Van Fleet has balls. I love him. I think he's going to cost too much money unless, they're really just going in for this 1 year and reassessing next year. He's going to have to be a sign and trade. He turned down, what did he turn down? 30, close to 30 million.
I think it was 27 million.
And that could just be because he wants to get the fuck out of Canada.
Who doesn't?
They're blowing that up. Siakam's going to be out of there too. So
the fucking wildfires. You're breathing in all that smoke. Toronto. Get out of there.
Yeah, nice geography. When's that geography?
Well, there's no way he's in Canada now. It's the off season.
Why wouldn't
Quebec, Toronto. Did Toronto even get hit with those wildfires?
Whatever. Yeah, because we got hit with those wildfires, you think. Toronto is in Ontario, not even near. That's not Quebec, okay? Okay.
Weren't the fires in Quebec?
No.
I'm pretty sure the fires were in Quebec.
Why don't you fucking get out your World Atlas and figure it out there? Genius.
Why don't you fucking get out your World Atlas? We can't even see your eyeballs. You could be looking it up right now. I'm pretty sure you don't even have pants on. What's on your screen right now? What's on your? Are you even looking at us? Or you got page sporadic golf tips?
Oh man, those tits. I mean tips.
Anything else? What about so I hear can they keep Brogdon? they put
have
him on
to. They can't.
Block.
They can't because that's how that first trade got nixed. That 3-team trade with the Clippers.
His devastating injury. He's stuck here.
Yeah. He's going to be a Celtic for a long time.
That smells like bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Pritchard demanded a trade, so you got two unhappy point guards on the bench. As of right now.
Well, they reported that Pritchard didn't demand a trade. He just wanted a more prominent role on the team.
Yeah.
Which meant Brad Stevens said, go fuck yourself. I'm going to trade you.
You're under contract, bitch. Deal with it.
Yeah, suck it, bitch. You're going to sit in the pine, boy.
I'd like to find somebody to sucker into that. Peyton Pritchard's he's got moxie and he's got potential. I'd like somebody to fall for that.
Danny Ainge.
I think a more realistic move is a sign and trade with Grant Williams, who has real suitors across the league. I think
please get rid of him.
Imagine if you got rid of Grant Williams, Marcus Smart, just those two guys, those mouths in that locker room. If you just got rid of those fucking loudmouth frauds, a change of professionalism pace that you could have in the locker room.
So whose locker room is it now?
Like they're trying to refresh it that way right now.
Well, it's got to be you're at that point you're forcing Tatum and Brown into that role, right?
It's not gonna be. It's gonna be one of them though. I know it's gonna be Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's gonna take that role.
He is the more vocal personality. He's a stronger personality.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but I think weirdly enough, and I may be wrong here, but I think Jason Tatum's competitiveness is starting to grow and shine through. And maybe it's more of a frustration of coming up short. And we see this in NBA players. They get their money, they get their sponsorships, they get their bag. And now they weren't focused enough to get shit done when all that was coming. And now they're getting to this age of maturity and like, God damn it, I need this fucking ring. And the people around me are not as good as me. So I either need to step my game up or tell them to step their game up. We've seen it time and time again with guys like this. Couldn't you just see Tatum as a very quiet guy most of the year, a positive reinforcer as a leader? Then you get to the playoffs and you've got someone fucking up. You're just like, look it, idiot, give me the fucking ball and set me here, and I will make this happen.
I hope he does that.
I'm the best player on the team. Get the fuck out of the way.
That's what we wanted him to do last season.
He's got enough dookie in him. He's got to be a level of cunt in there that he can pull out.
Small level.
Speaking of dookie, what do you think of these Zion Williamson rumbles?
Apparently his agent wants him to go somewhere where there's nothing to do. So that's why Utah, Portland, Boston was even a destination, because he doesn't want them to be going to the strip
Cleveland.
clubs.
Send him to Cleveland.
Yeah,
No,
Cleveland.
it's Utah, Portland, Milwaukee, and Boston.
Milwaukee was the other one. Thank you. I couldn't remember the other one.
They're trying to keep him away from the biddies and the bites. He was getting too fat and fucking everything. So it's like, send this asshole to a freezing city where there's a bunch of mediocre looking women.
Yep.
And nothing. Although there's probably good places to eat, but
I was gonna say, Little Italy. Don't show that man Little Italy.
I think Boston needs plenty of places to eat.
Yeah.
And there's probably a bunch of fat chicks.
What the fuck do you mean by that, Bobby?
I thought I was pretty
racist.
clear. Pretty straightforward.
Would you take Zion?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Right.
Ray, go ahead.
I just think a change of scenery would be a great thing for him. And if you can get the former first round overall pick to a team and get his full potential, get him on a weight plan or some sort, and actually have him buy into your system, I think he would be a great power forward in this league.
They've said that he's basically severed ties with the Pelicans. They're moving him. So it
reminded me of draft day. Sorry, it reminded me of draft day because he has no relationship with any of his teammates. They didn't go to his birthday party, so this guy is an asshole.
Yeah, he's a piece.
I love
he's
assholes.
A piece of shit.
Yeah,
you could I think you could probably get him for like a Rob Williams, whatever the money is, Brogdon, and like 2 first-round picks, maybe.
Yeah, it depends on what the Pelicans want to do. I mean, they have CJ McCollum down there still. They got Brandon Ingram. So are you trying to win? You trying to make the playoffs, or you trying to rebuild? So
where would you play him? He plays the same position as Tatum and Brown.
No, he's fat. He can probably play power forward.
He plays low. If you had Porzingis, Zion, Tatum, Brown, White.
Now you got a big that's too tall and skinny and one that's too short and fat. Great.
I mean, I'm out on Zion because he's a fat piece of shit and he's a dookie. So like,
you only got one dookie on the team.
He's a lazy fat piece of shit. Then you got to put another Duke player on there, and they've got they just hired
Eastern European.
They just hired Tatum's
assistant coach.
Duke teammate to be an assistant coach. How many Duke players do you want to put on this team before you build the biggest losing?
One's too many already.
No shit. Bobby, you want to echo those reasons for not bringing on Zion, or you got a couple more? He's gonna fuck fat bitches in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
he's gonna fuck all the fatties out of Boston.
Exactly, which I'm sure all of those ladies would like. So I'm sure that's a pro for it.
That's not what I'm saying. It's a bad thing.
So you're saying fat white women like African Americans, Bobby, that play basketball? Is that?
I didn't say that at all. You're twisting my words.
You are projecting, Raymond. You are projecting.
How dare you?
Yeah, we were actually standing. We're looking, standing up for those individuals.
Exactly. Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Zion, you're welcome in the city.
My point about Zion is the last thing that this team needs is someone that doesn't give a shit about basketball on it with Missoula coaching. That's not what we need.
I forgot Bobby hates Joey Mass.
Yeah, no, that was a nice add to the lazy fat fucking piece of shit. He also doesn't give a shit about basketball, and he's a dookie. That's a good place to end it. Ray, we got a clock on you for headlines with the obvious one. Let's see if you can wrap it up.
Do this.
Thank you, gentlemen. The heart and soul of the Boston Celtics is gone. Marcus Smart, the longest tenured Celtic, has been traded to the Memphis Grizzlies in a 3-team trade. Celtics acquire Kristaps Porzingis and Memphis's first-round pick and a 2024 first-round pick, while Washington gets Danilo Gallinari, Mike Muscala, and the Celtics' 35th overall pick. Since his Rich's hunger strike, the Boston Red Sox swept the Yankees over the weekend and split the series with the Minnesota Twins. Next up, a weekend series with the Chicago White Sox. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, then it's a thug. Jack Jones, future Hall of Famer, was arrested at Logan Airport for having not one, but 2 loaded guns in his carry-on, plus 2 extra clips. However, he has pleaded not guilty, and his lawyer is calling all of us racist. In NBA news, the Washington Wizards are sending All-Star Bradley Beal to the Phoenix Suns for Chris Paul. The full details on the trade have yet to be announced, but both sides are trying to make the money work, and Chris Paul now has been traded to the Golden State Warriors for Jordan Poole and a bundle of picks. The NBA draft is tonight, and with the first pick, the Spurs picked Victor Wembanyama, the 7'5" big man from France, and will be the franchise player from here on out. After starting the final round of the U.S. Open with a comfy lead, Ricky Fowler blows it, shooting a 75 to fall back to fifth place, while your winner, Wyndham Clark, takes first in the U.S. Open trophy with a 10 under at the Los Angeles Country Club. And finally, the U.S. men's soccer team beat Canada 2-0 to win the CONCACAF League of Nations Cup. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One, and I have 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. Suck it, bitch.
So aggressive. I didn't even try to stop you on the golf or the soccer talk.
Yeah.
Always slipping in that soccer now,
I gotta throw
When the
a
video
little
restarts, remember, you're not supposed to have on your confidence-inducing gear.
Yeah, we
Done.
want to see the plain old
Done.
pussy Rick.
You got it. Whatever you guys need.
I wanted to see a defeated. Oh,
You bastard.
bitch.
Fuck you guys. You don't tell me what to do. I fucking am my own man.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Think I'm gonna fucking listen to you clowns? No, I do my own thing. How dare you?
Now, do you use a lot of talcum or baby powder like around this bicep area, rubbing up against your titty like
I
that?
can't see. You have to fucking lower your camera or stand up, idiot.
Like this, like right around like this whole titty area where it's clearly kind of rubbing up against your arm.
I would
No.
imagine that you need to use it between the thighs, too.
No comment.
Ray's he's got kind of the chicken leg body.
I do. That's my dad's mom's side of the family.
Yeah, he's like a cartoon chicken. Like just
Lower
like
half.
unfortunate.
Lower half is just perfect. Like I wish I had that like throughout the body. And then you get to like past the fupa and it's like, whoop. Sir, what is
Perfect,
wrong
huh?
with you? Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
Fucking
yeah, the lower
blessed.
body is just fucking magnificent.
Even the dick?
I mean, nothing can be perfect, Richard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're not dealing with a Monet here. We're dealing with a Monet. So close. So fucking close.
So close.
Speaking of so close, Jack Jones, pew pew. What a fucking idiot. Jack Jones arrested at Logan Airport for trying to put a bag through the X-ray machine with 2 loaded guns and 2 additional magazines for those guns. And wouldn't you know it, the bag also had his name on it.
Yep.
Return to Jack Jones.
He was also spotted
The
carrying the
Patriots.
bag and physically placing it on the X-ray belt. And then his hotshot lady lawyer comes out and calls everybody racist.
That was fucking funny.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what's funnier, the story or his lawyer, because that lady.
If
He must have
anyone
literally
listening
shit
or-
his pants when he realized he forgot to take his guns out.
Oh, yeah. What do you think the actual? So Jack Jones' history is not great. He was arrested for robbing a Panda Express, I believe, in college.
That is correct.
That is a funny headline.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be racist, Miss Lady Lawyer, but you get
What?
arrested. You get arrested for robbing a Panda Express. That's just funny.
The whole when Bill was texting us, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's gotta be a thug. I had to use that line in my headlines. That was just so funny.
Yeah. The lawyer's main defense is social media has come out and said wrongly defamed Jack Jones as a thug because he was a young black man in America with some guns.
And social media almost got this man fired from his job. That
Yeah,
was
with
the other take I got out of that lawyer
She
speaking
did
to
say
the
that.
media. Yeah.
Yeah, lo and behold, that's not what happened. The Patriots, reportedly are furious, pissed. They
Oh,
probably
yeah.
should cut him. They probably almost did cut him. And it's not because he's a young black man with guns. It's because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So who's the
fucking idiot?
Who's the bigger idiot on the team? After all the shit that went down with Aaron Hernandez, is it Jack Jones? Yes, he's an idiot. Or is it the people, the scouts, everyone that's filling Bill Belichick saying, yeah, take a chance on this fucking guy. He's got to, bring him to New England. He's going to have a nice new career here. All that stuff behind him, blah, blah, blah. No, this kid obviously has some issues. And then last year when he went off, basically from what we heard in reports was that he went off on Bill Belichick when he wasn't supposed to be getting his treatment done. So how many more chances this guy could get?
I've heard a couple of people bring this up. Two things. Number one, the NFL is full of fucking
watch what you say. That lawyer's gonna fucking come after you next.
It's just pretty hard when you're drafting 12 players for all of them to be squeaky clean and also good.
They knew that he had issues. They knew.
Two, comparing this guy in this instant to Aaron Hernandez is fucking ridiculous. Aaron Hernandez was convicted of murder. He was found not guilty for like 5 or 6 other murders because he just shot him and they didn't die or whatever. Aaron Hernandez was a sociopathic murderer. Jack Jones is an idiot. There are those two things are not mutually exclusive. Aaron Hernandez should not have stopped the Patriots from looking at players like Jack Jones. Aaron Hernandez was a sociopathic murderer. He's the only case other than OJ from the NFL like that.
Whoa.
Maybe Greg Hardy, but he's yet to put a scalp on a resume. So
first of all, OJ was innocent because if the glove don't fit and you must have quit. How dare you?
Apologies to OJ.
Yeah,
Johnny
thanks,
Cochran.
man. Johnny Cochran, rest in peace.
Go ahead, Bobby. I know you had a point there.
Well, what I was going to say, the best case scenario at this point would be if Miles Bryant steps forward and says, those are my guns.
Okay. Well done. I didn't know where you were going there. Well done, Bobby.
Yeah,
okay.
that was a nice, quick little turn there.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario at this point.
Yeah, for Miles Bryant to I am Spartacus this situation to get Jack Jones on the field would
that'd be awesome.
Could you imagine if it was Miles Bryant with the headline? Be like, yes,
yeah,
yes.
We wouldn't even read about it. He'd be in jail, done, cut.
That's Bill Belichick going to him. Hey, you want that signing bonus? Yeah, go say those are your guys.
What's your bail? Yeah, we'll use your signing bonus. Right? Clearly, you're not going to get roster participation, salary bonuses because you're going to be in jail. What do you think this does to this team? What do you think it does to the secondary? You don't think he'll be at training camp?
I don't see how they have him at training camp for the whole media circus. There's just no way. Unless the case is dropped prior to training camp, I just don't see how he can be there.
See, I just disagree. This case won't happen for a year. They'll just push it out. Look what Alvin Kamara. That happened preseason last year, and they just pushed it all the way to February. They'll do the same thing here, and they'll bury him. Bill Belichick's not afraid of a media circus if he thinks the player is going to help the team. And look, they need him. Their outside corner depth is limited to none. It's Jack Jones and Christian Gonzalez. That's basically it. Unless you want to put Jonathan Jones Sounds of Silence out there, and that's not where he's best suited. So, or bring Jalen Mills back. Now, who's going to play safety? You're a house of cards right now with that cornerback secondary. You need to fill a gap regardless with a veteran, or hopefully someone steps up on in the reserve role, because one injury and things look a lot more dire than they are. So I think they bring him back. I think if that was the case, Bobby, they just would have cut him. But I think they know they need him, and I think that they know how to handle that type of media circus. And yeah, there won't be a trial for this thing they can push that shit out forever.
I think August 18th is the first date, and then if he pleads not guilty like he did, then it's gonna go for a while.
I hope you're right. I'd love to have him play. It doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit.
Now I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Massachusetts could maybe make an example of him and expedite it and whatever. But at the end of the day, yes, he's an idiot. But I heard someone say, maybe it was Maz. He's like, "What if he got him through? It was a carry-on, and he was going on a plane, so he was going to bring 2 semi-automatic handguns on a plane."
Yeah. Well, I think he was clearly going to hijack the plane.
What the fuck are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I heard on another show. He's like, well, what if he flew with them here the first time? Like,
So he just
where did
thought
they?
it was cool. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
good. Like, oh, I put him in my case. It's locked. They must know that's it okay. These
Who
are
knows?
not smart people. Football players are not smart people. He's 22 years old. Think about how dumb you were at 22 years old. Now give yourself $13 million and a group of people surrounding you telling you how fucking awesome you are. And then you walk through whatever shit ass airport you walk through to get to Boston, and they're like, yeah, fuck it. Where'd he come from? Alabama? Hey, yeah, you can bring your guns on the plane. Get on there, son. You're good. Go for it.
Can I
Look,
read you
I got a
something?
gun too. Go ahead.
Can I read you something from May 15th, 2023, real quick?
Please do.
It says, at John Morant, dumb. You letting social media and your pride ruin your real money. Put them guns down and run that money up. Make one of your homies sign up for security or concealed carry if you feel like you need it that bad. But you, the breadwinner, you got to start acting like it. Jack Jones on Twitter talking about how dumb John Morant was for having guns.
It's obviously something in the win category for Jack Jones because he couldn't have been this dumb if he was thinking that. So he must have been set up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Or
what his
he has-
lawyer's going to play.
Or he has some people handling his social media.
Yeah, social media guy.
No, if you would have read that tweet, it's definitely him.
Oh, I heard you read it, and you sounded just like him.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's an authentic person that's tweeting as he would speak. It's just a good social media guy.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if he was from the South, so I didn't know if I had to put a little Southern twang on
According
it.
to Rich, he flies out of Alabama, so yes, he is.
Where is Jack Jones from? Who did he play for, Bukaki?
He was from Arizona State.
Close enough. It's all trash down there.
Oh, he could be from anywhere.
Hold on. Keep talking, and I'll tell you. Everyone take a guess real
He
quick.
went to USC first, got kicked out, and then went to Arizona State.
Everyone take a guess. Take a
I
guess
bet
on a
he-
state.
I bet he's
Texas.
from Las Vegas,
I'm going to say Missouri.
Missouri.
Why not?
Sure.
All right. Please hold. Keep talking, I said.
Sure. So let me give you this is from Alex Barth, 98.5 Sports Hub, brought forward a couple free agent options from the outside cornerback, specifically outside cornerback market. The first one is a name everyone should know, Marcus Peters, who's like 30, 31,
Ooh.
ACL injury a couple years ago. Where's he from?
He's from Long Beach, California.
California.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
LBC,
Southwest.
baby. Doing that crip walk.
It's Southwest, USC to Arizona State gave it away. So no Southern accent, but still an idiot. In or out on Marcus Peters?
I'll take him. He can play.
In or out on Marcus Peters if he takes the money it takes to get DeAndre Hopkins here?
Out on Marcus Peters.
So you're Hopkins over Peters.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
would
much
rather
Hopkins
improve the
over
offense.
almost
I think it'd be
anyone.
easier to overcome the loss of Jack Jones than the addition of Hopkins. I think it's more beneficial.
I don't remember what I was going to say. The other guy on here is Terrence Mitchell, who was with the Patriots last year for a cup of coffee. The other guy on here, I don't know. Fabian Moreau was with the Giants. Okay. Here's the guy to watch out. Brian Allen, 29 years old. He spent the last 2 years as it writes here from Alex Barth, one of, if not the best cornerback in the USFL. Their spring season is wrapping up. He's 6'3", 210 pounds. He was a 5th-round pick from the Steelers in 2017. Doesn't this guy scream Belichick? Go pick somebody up basically off the street, out of the NFL, bring him in here, and turn him into a NFL player.
Yep.
Go for it. They'll need a body.
That guy screams Patriots to me.
And how much does it scream that he's going to be a failure after like 6 games?
Well, he'll have a couple key moments. They'll put him in places to succeed, and then when an
Miles
injury
Bryan
happens,
will look at that guy and be like, oh, look at this fucking loser.
I love the trend that we need to keep going of just placing Miles Bryan in every shit
scenario.
joke that we.
I just wish, could he just say the guns are his?
I
Can
am
he just
smart.
do that? That'd be great.
Hold on. I'll tweet that out real quick to him and see what happens. Keep talking.
Thank you.
Can you please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Miles,
Yeah.
take one for the team and just say they were your guns so we can have
Yeah,
a successful
Miles, we
secondary.
Jack's been holding your water long enough. Can you say the guns are yours?
Yeah. Okay, so now I got your answer on this. DeAndre Hopkins left last time we chatted. Hopkins was due for a visit in New England. By all accounts, had a great visit. Spent like 20 hours in the facility or around the facility. Took a picture with Judon and put it on social media. All things look pointing towards signing a contract. Left New England without one. Supposedly there was a dispute over the veterans' amount of time to spend at practice and so on. Famously, he doesn't practice a lot, and that probably doesn't really fly with Belichick. But I also heard that Belichick could get over it. So, one more time, let's hear a prediction on Hopkins. Is he coming?
He's already signed.
You think?
I think he's already signed. I think he's already signed. Judon kind of tweeted it out saying like he should be GM of the year for getting him to come here after he took that photo with him. I think he signed. I think it's going to be one of those things where they bring him in later on we signed him later on, but yet he's already been signed, so he misses all training camp and has those veteran days off, and so he doesn't stir up the whole training camp kind of thing with having him not being able to play in those.
I
first couple weeks.
love that theory, Ray. Did you come up with that yourself, or is that somebody else?
That's me, but it's just
Wow.
glasses. It's just a glasses, hat, and shirt talking.
That's really good. I like that.
Thanks.
Bobby?
I think he might wait and hope for an injury or something like that to see. Apparently, it's only him and the Titans, and it would just make more sense for him to go to the Patriots out of those two, unless the Titans offer more money. But I think the Patriots have more to gain by getting him and more to lose by not. So I think the Patriots might, as time gets closer, extend a better offer.
Yeah, or he could just wait for the Chiefs to lose one
Make
of
the
their
real offer.
receivers. Okay, well, there you go. After
Well, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna piggyback on you. He's already signed. He's coming here. He'll be here in August.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, I'm fat. What do you want?
you are.
Afternoon delight and would you rather?
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
Whoop! You guys have it, I think.
Afternoon delight.
I don't know, Ron. That sounds kind of crazy.
All right, so this is the first one's going off our submarine crew.
It was
This
the
is a tough
shower
one.
thing I told you.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll have that. I'll have that one for you. Go
Thanks. All right,
Go
I got
on.
a couple of them. You can finish with that. Would you rather? This is a very bad one. Would you rather drown or burn to death?
I'll drown.
on.
I'm pro drowning in that scenario.
I think you got to go drown. Although I have heard that drowning is one of the most
Isn't it painful?
well, it's very painful, but it's also like one of the most panic, extremely scary ways to go. Because generally, when you
It's right
burn-
before burning to death.
No, because isn't burning to death like the pain just makes you like pass out? And
yeah,
then you just
eventually, yeah, the pain pretty much takes over, or the smoke takes you down.
Ooh, yeah, I'm going burn alive. Give me burn.
I would still take drown.
That's fine. I'm going burn.
I feel like if I'm in a scenario where I'm going to drown to death, like I'll just call it quits and start swallowing, just start chugging.
Listen, I want you guys to know, if I burn to death, I want you to eat my meat. Just pull a thigh, pull a fucking bicep. I want you guys to eat my meat, please. That's all I ask. Okay? You heard it here. So if like
Well,
that
we're
happens, I
definitely
want
gonna
you to show
start
a
with that
lawyer.
pristine lower body, and
Well,
then just
yeah.
let the fat
There's a
hold
there's a lot
on
of
to
muscle
the
down
upper
the-
body, so
Thank you.
that way it'll preserve better.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, yeah. If we're gonna do it over a spigot, we'll put the fat on top so the grizzle can
Exactly.
drip
Make sure,
down.
and I want a
onto
nice
those
like.
toned thighs.
Thank you, but just season it up a little bit because I think I'm going to be a little gamey, if you know what I mean.
I got you. Yeah,
Yep.
between eat my meat, grizzle, and thighs, there's a lot of verbiage that can float
Mhm.
on Tuesday nights, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
Would you
I start with the
rather?
lower body there too.
Yeah. Mm. Would you rather be trapped underwater or in the air?
Like
So this is in this submarine case, or like an out of control hot air balloon, or an airplane that's malfunctioning.
Airplane, because when you crash, you're
Yeah,
done.
I'm gonna go airplane. I think the survivability. People survive airplane crashes. Nobody survives submarines being stuck.
Yeah, they're 0 for 1 right now.
They went kaputs pretty instantly, huh?
Yeah, it looked like you crush a soda can. That's what it looked like. They showed the video of it. It's crazy.
They showed the video of it.
Well, like a computer animation kind of thing.
was
Like
the-
this
the
is this is what
pressure.
happened to him. It's like pressure.
It was a PlayStation submarine.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Yeah, you probably go in the air. It feels more like real life. Start getting that claustrophobic feeling. Although you can get that on a plane too. I don't like. Well, whatever. All this sucks. Oh, this one's good. No, this one's gonna take a little thinking. Would you rather eat a little piece of shit for lunch every day, or have to murder a puppy for lunch every day?
2 questions. Whose
Yep.
shit is it?
Your pick.
Well, is it human? Is it like
it's human shit.
Oh, human shit.
It's human shit.
And what kind of little piece with your hand, or describe it like what size piece we talking about?
It's like a little too big to eat.
So it
in
looks like a
one
mini
bite.
Twix. It looks like a mini Twix.
No, I'm thinking
Half
more
a
of like
Snickers.
I'm thinking more of like a round. It's been sculpted for you, so it's not quite natural. So it's more
It's
of
one
like
of the firmer ones.
yeah, it's firm.
That
it's
was my
round,
second question. It's
but
not.
you can
like
cut it with a
diarrhea.
knife. You can cut it with a knife. It's like it's like one of those
Like
desserts.
a Snickers bar.
Yeah, but it's not long. It's like a round plump.
Yeah.
Like when we dissected that
It's one of
owl
those ones
turd
that
in
hurts a little bit on the
Miss
way out.
Smalls. Miss
Yeah, it's
Smalls
kind of like
class.
an owl turd, but it's
Okay.
human.
Yeah.
And it's a piece of shit. Or stab a puppy to death every day. But you also don't get to eat. That's what you have to do for lunch.
No lunch.
No lunch.
He should do that so he loses some weight.
Last question, just for clarification: is it
Yep.
warm or cold poop?
Warm.
So like fresh out of the oven.
Smells like shit, and it's warm. And you gotta eat the whole thing. Swallow.
Kill the puppy. Killing that motherfucking puppy.
I think
Not
I'd
a
kill
problem.
puppies too, because I think you just get numb to it after a while. I don't think you ever will get numb to having to eat a piece of shit for lunch every day.
Especially like you see Paul Butler Garham just like waving to you, saying, "That's mine."
I'd kill Paul every day. I'd murder him. For
No,
lunch.
I know you. I don't know. You might have to beep that.
Yeah.
Wow. That can fly.
I mean, we're top 200 in Greece. I don't want to lose our top 200 credentials.
Why is
over
Paul
there.
really popular over in Greece?
Well, he's redheaded. Of course he is.
They
That
hate
Greek-
redheads in Greece. You kidding me?
the Greek skin that he has.
They're
That
so fucking racist in Greece. You walk over there without that olive tone. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, get the. Oh no, it's Italian. Sorry, go on.
That wasn't even
Close enough.
Bob, are you
It's-
eating shit or killing a puppy?
I would absolutely have to kill that puppy. I can't be eating shit every day.
We are such selfish assholes.
I know. I feel bad for puppies.
Cute puppy too, but you're also hungry, so
You could eat the puppy.
I guess you're good. Guess you can.
Oh, can I
There's all
piggyback
that
off this?
puppy
What-
meat that's just going to go
yeah,
to waste.
quickly, we're gonna wrap up here.
Yeah, quickly. Would you rather again eat the shit or have you're drowning and the fart bubble is the only thing that will save you? Like in Sonic, you know how you had to. No, that was bad. All right.
Yeah, I
go.
get it. Nice Sonic reference. You almost saved it. But what was your shower piss one?
Oh, that was the thing. I was taking a piss in the shower and you guys are being mean to me, and I said, "Oh, I'm taking a piss and the water's going down my back and I'm farting and then making little fart bubbles."
Nice.
And I said, "I wish you would be fucking sucking on my fart bubbles right now."
Were you texting us while you were showering?
All the time. I always had my phone on in the shower. It's a nice peaceful time. I was butt naked, just letting that fucking water drizzle down my back, right to my butt crack, down my butthole.
During your
down my
weekly shower?
thighs. I shower every day, baby. Come on.
Keep that lower half pristine.
Exactly.
It is fucking nice.
All right. We'll do simplest minds of the week and pile on the submariners and Jeff Jones.
Yeah,
and
those fucking
close out the
guys.
show.
Those fucking losers.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Let me pull this
You
headline.
just tell the outrage in the world that 5 rich.
Oh,
white
I
people have
sent
been
you.
killed.
I sent one to you about
Yeah,
the
there's
kid.
one from you. All right, we'll start with that one. This is the this one made news earlier there in the week. Was the stepson of one of the billionaires on the submarine. Shot a picture of himself on social media at a Blink-182 concert. It's world news that his stepfather's lost in this submarine under the North Atlantic. This kid goes to a Blink concert and spouts it off on Instagram. What did he say? My family wanted me to be here.
He goes, "Oh, when I'm at my lowest, music's my escape. So they would want me to be here right now, going to this Blink-182 concert." But that wasn't the real headline. The other one was he shot a shot with the OnlyFans model. He he pretty much said, "Oh, my family, is on that submarine and was trying to like hit on this girl." Pretty much saying, my stepfather's dying on the submarine. Hey, what's up? Give me your number so we can hook up.
Shoot or shoot.
Shoot or shoot. Kobe.
Go for the sympathy angle.
The other nice headline I saw today was right here from our favorite. The
New York Post.
Yeah, New York Post. Titanic Tour CEO didn't hire, quote, 50-year-old white guys because they weren't inspirational, end quote. So the backstory with the engineers in this sub?
No, please
do
tell.
The safety engineers for this company failed the safety protocols.
I did hear this
multiple times over. The carbon fiber didn't pass the test. They basically predicted that it would implode, and they fired him because apparently he was a 50-year-old white guy that wasn't inspirational. So they went and got a bunch of young people. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Didn't
that guy sue him too? Wasn't there like a big lawsuit? Yeah, there was a big lawsuit, and
yeah, he got sued for like wrongful termination or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a handful of these like ex-military, ex-submarine operators, all in his words, 50-year-old white guys. And this is what he said. He goes, quote, "I wanted our team to be younger, to be inspirational, and I'm not going to inspire a 16-year-old to go out and pursue marine technology, but a 25-year-old, who's a sub pilot or platform operator or one of our techs can be inspirational." He continued.
True.
You just
more like suicidal.
Get so successful. So we've really tried to get very intelligent, motivated younger individuals involved because we're doing things that are completely new. Well, that didn't work out that great.
Do you think that guy's going toot toot right now? He's tooting his own fucking horn because he's alive and that guy's dead?
I mean, I'd like to think that would be our reaction, but he's probably a way better person than us. So he's probably grieving and really mad at himself for not doing more and mad at the other guy for not doing less. We'd be like, "You fucking idiot. Told you. Told you, bitch. Check my stats, motherfucker."
That dance I like that dance you had there too. I hope he was
That's my grave dancing dance.
How many people do you have planned for that when they die for dancing all over their graves?
You know what? I just need to start a list.
Kyrie Irving's number one, obviously. This would be a good. I mean, this is the lull of sports. We might have to do another Sunday social with.
I'm into that. Yeah, the grave dancing list.
All right, I have to write that somewhere so I remember that.
The ledger,
right on the inside of your eyelids. The grave dancing list is a good one. For Kyrie Irving, I'm going to put fireworks on the end of my fucking fingers and just.
You're gonna do the. Oh God, Ricky. Not Ricky Bobby. What's Danny McBride? Eastbound and Bound. East down and. East.
Oh yeah, your doppelganger.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Oh my God. Yeah. Why can't
Why can't I think of his name?
I don't know. Long day. Yeah, that was all I had for Simplest Minds and Jack Jones.
Obvious.
If Jack Jones is one of the luckiest men in America right now. If it wasn't for that
Kenny Powers, goddamn
Kenny Powers, thank you. If it wasn't for that submarine debacle, Jack Jones would
be going.
Yeah, we'd be dancing on his grave because Simplest Minds of the Week was a runaway until that idiot
until the submarine guy
PlayStation
came.
sub.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, every news outlet too. It's like, oh, sympathy for these guys. Fuck these guys. These rich motherfuckers. What were they saying? Like, oh, you saw the African American community going, oh, that's white people problems, and then white people are coming out and be like, that's not white people problem, that's rich people problems. Like, I'm poor, I'm over here fucking eating my saltines. There's no way I can afford to go on that fucking boat.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. Well, Lady Lawyer needs to write a check for PlayStation sub guy because Jack Jones got off scot-free.
Dude, those memes were just priceless, though. Did you try doing up, down, left, right, A, B, start, select? To see if
I
they
didn't
would
see that.
reset?
That's
Oh, man, the memes are fucking priceless.
Oh my god.
See, these are the things you miss, Bobby, when you don't bring your shower, you don't bring your phone in the shower to
That's
check out social
true.
media. You know,
See?
maybe
It is time you don't get back.
Well, maybe if you stop rearranging those rooms, you'd fucking have time to go on there. And
that's true,
I
man.
can't do that.
Another one. I see a little something in the left hand
Is that a
corner there
hat?
that's different.
Is that a hat?
Could be a hat. Could be a hat.
The
Might be a hat.
basketball's gone.
Oh.
Ooh, he's been playing some ball.
Because it was being dribbled.
On your mother's ass.
Ah!
This has been a Semi Sports Show, Friday Rewind, June 23rd. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Queen.
Meh.
Marty! You've got to come back with me! Where? Back to the future!
You just got out of a big meeting or something? Look at you.
Yeah, you look like a real piece of shit, Ray.
You don't mean that at all. Feel great. Look great. How are you?
You in character? Are you supposed to be something?
Yeah, your mother's lover.
Have you been exercising lately?
Yeah, fat boy, what's it to you? Maybe you should learn how to do a chin up.
God. You don't do well in this role. You're not a Bill.
I know. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean any of it. I take it all back. All those fat jokes, everything. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, I was just interested to see, if the last time we saw you from a week ago, maybe if you shed a couple pounds, but you look as fat as ever.
Thank you.
Your tits are popping.
Have you ever had like the you're sitting down shitting? You know how I send you those beautiful shitting photos where I'm looking out into my window and you can just see
You do
the
have a nice window.
It's a very nice window, but sometimes when I turn the camera on and it's down low, I see my three chins and I go, woof. And then I imagine like when I'm having sex with my wife, this is what she sees. And
Well, that's definitely your imagination.
then I'm just like, she has to fake orgasms looking at this fucking piece of work right here.
Yeah.
These are the things you think of?
Bobby, this mind
It just sounds depressing.
just goes off.
But you have to remember, it's all in cartoon form. It's all happening in 8-bit cartoon form. That's as much as his brain can comprehend.
Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross. Speaking of ew, gross, welcome to the Silvermine Sports Show. What do you say we start the show? Fired you guys off